Here we go. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. So we just got some information on Alliance War Season 3, and we discussed a little bit about that in the actual stream. And so we've got here some changes. Now, some are good, some of them are pretty bad. Now, I do like the fact that it's going to be shorter. You're going to lessen the rewards for a shorter time, and that's great. And that does, in a way, answer the problem of people getting kicked too early. Not by much, because people still get kicked the same way, but at least it's not, 8 to 12 weeks worth of Alliance War all gone. So, maybe you just lose about a third of it. I still think there's some stuff that could be done there, but the way this is going, I think this is at least a step in the right direction. But let's get on to the title of the show today, and of course the wonderful clickbait thumbnail. Rank down tickets. Should they be given out? Should they not? I think so. Now, there's a couple of reasons why. I don't always agree with rank down tickets. I don't think it's great for the game in excess, but in situations like this where you introduce something like Defender Diversity, which I loved, by the way. I thought it was a great addition, forcing people to fight different people and different champions, and always kind of being on your toes. You never know who's going to be where and what champion works well on what node, because hey, you're getting to try a bunch of different things, and that to me was fun. It was strategic. People got to really map out, okay, who's going to go where, how are we going to maximize our points, and that was something really great, I think. I know some people didn't like that, but I thought so. So you get people used to this. You say, hey, for Season 1 and Season 2, this is what we're going to do. So this isn't something that you can just do quickly. You can't just say, hey, by the way, I'm just going to rank up a bunch of people that I didn't normally think about ranking up. I'm just going to rank them up because I got all these resources all available, right? Nah, I don't think so. Resources take a while for you to build up, and it takes a while for you to build your roster and a while for you to build up your champions that are going to go into your defense and your offense. So yeah, you can say we're taking away diversity because on a whim we're looking at it, it's like this formula doesn't really work, so sorry guys, I'm sorry. That doesn't really work, because then we've just lost all those resources. So something has to be done to fix that. Now, I did see some responses saying, well, that doesn't mean you can't use them. Yeah, it does mean that, because I wasn't going to use them before, and now I'm using them, and now that they're ranked up, I'm still using them, but not to great effect. Not the kind of defense that I maybe would have wanted to build if I knew that we were not going to have them in a season or two. So that's one thing. The next thing is, yeah, it may come back one day. I don't know that. That's not a guarantee for me. And resources are too scarce to be thinking about what may or may not happen. This is a very decisive game. This is an RPG fighter. This is why you grind. This is why you do all the things in the game. This is why things take so long. You build up all these things. Nobody wants to sit there and build up a bunch of stuff and then be like, well, maybe I'll use it or maybe I won't. That makes no sense at all. So yeah, a little more decisiveness would help out a lot in what we're going to be doing in this game. Now, the other thing is, you're saying it was never meant to be 100% completion. I mean, that's what everybody strives for. So I think some communication there should have been very, very forward and very, very on the front, on Front Street, for everybody to read and say, oh, okay, I'm actually not really supposed to finish this 100%. But once everybody did, we didn't know it was a problem. So now you're sharing this with us, which is good communication, by the way. Good job on that. But it's a little too late, because now this is reactionary. You're not saying that this is an issue that you're going to tackle. This wasn't something that we knew beforehand. This is reactionary. So, hey, you guys are beating this too much, so here's a bunch of changes which are already in place. So now you have to swallow the changes and read the fact that you were like, well, we didn't want you to 100% it. That comes off badly. Badly, okay? If there's one thing that I've always said about Kabam, it's that their communication just lacks. It lacks. Like this could have been said in a different way that would have been easier for people to understand, or at a different timing. Giving the changes and then saying this is what it is afterwards doesn't flow well with people. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. my opinion only. Some people might think this is, way more serious. I still think it's very, very serious. So, moving along, yeah, okay, we're adding in some more basics for gold so people can, close up the gap. That's a good thing also. The difficulty changes, that's going to be a tough one for people, because all people are going to see is, okay, so if we actually do want to finish this, we're going to have to spend some money. And that's all anyone's going to see. And I do understand, yeah, you're trying to increase the difficulty to add more challenge and get people who actually can compete with some skill to defeat it, but at the same time, people with money are going to be able to defeat it anyway. So, I mean, unless they pass our item use, caps, which is good that that's in place, because you can't just like spend your way to the top fully. But this is where we are. So I think rank down tickets should be given, and if they're not going to be given, then make a decision over whether or not you're going to keep it out or not. Are you keeping diversity out? Is it out for good, or is it coming back? And if it is coming back, give us a day that it's coming back so that we all know how to plan. Like this whole up in the air thing is not a good look. It's not a good look for anybody. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the rank down tickets. I'll be looking through all the buffs and make a separate video on that, but I wanted to address this issue particularly on what I think about rank down tickets and how they introduced this and the communication in general. I think it needs a lot of work, and hopefully y'all can see your way out of this one, man, because this is a tough one. So anyway, if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, and if comments also means your thoughts, put that down in the comments. Let me know what you thought. What do you guys think about this? Should you get ranked down tickets? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? What do you think we should do from here? How do you feel about Season 3 coming out? We did touch on the buffs and debuffs and things like that in terms of difficulty. What do you think about that also? Anyway, so stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.